evening, everyone, and thank you for watching the 802 Scoop weekly wrap-up here on the Inside Scoop Studios. With us tonight, we have Raylene, the ever-lovely Raylene, and special guests, Cheyenne, Samantha, and Travis. Why, hello.
Howdy.
How are you guys doing tonight?
Fantastic.
So we just we invited them in here tonight because we're going to talk about Jeepmas. Excited.
I'm excited.
It's their first ever podcast. They're not sure what to
It's their
do.
first ever
Yeah,
podcast.
Jeepmas is a great thing. Glenn says that our opening music hurts his dog's ears. Didn't you play Puttin' on the Ritz? Yep. Well, his dog doesn't like Puttin' on the Ritz.
His dog's got to get better taste in music.
I completely agree. No offense, Glenn. Gotta work on that with the dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you started the Jeepmas Phenomenal. This is the phenomenon, the third year running. Tell me, why did you do this?
We went to Burlington for a
Goss.
Goss parade, and there was 5 of us, or 4.
5 of us.
There was 5 of us. They had I bet you they had over 100 Jeeps. We all lined up. We had our grandchildren with us. They were in my son's vehicle, and it's dinner time, of course. We got 5 minutes down the road. Maybe 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and they had no directions on where they were going. We just knew it was I think their ride was like 2 hours.
Yeah, it was long.
It was a very long ride. So anyways, we got 5 minutes down in. We hit the third stop sign, and my grandchildren were very hungry. My son called me and said they're hungry, how far we were going to go. So we kind of connected all together, talked, and then push came to shove, and we're like, do the next U-turn. So we did the next U-turn, and the parade followed us to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oops.
We got out. There was a very mad Grinch that kicked the steering wheel, I think, or kicked something.
Hit his
He
steering
hit
wheel.
his
The
steering wheel. with his
yeah.
hand.
He was very
upset.
mad. None of us shut our lights off very quick, but I do remember somebody like, shut your lights off, shut your lights off. So at that point, we're like, we need to bring it to Barrie.
Into our own.
Yeah, and do our own.
So the whole parade followed you instead of continuing along
Yes.
the route.
A good
Yeah.
portion of it
That's
that was
hysterical.
behind
Of it.
us.
So some people did keep
The
going.
people in front of us,
Yeah.
but most of them followed us. And we kept saying, we're all on the phone with each other, and we're like, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Oh, no.
That's
They're
hysterical,
following
really.
us.
They're following us. No, no, no.
Yeah. But they
But-
were able to catch up because they were only like a few lights down, and then
Yeah.
they
But
went.
It was a very long. I mean, it's a long parade.
Yeah.
It's like 2 hours long. They make multiple stops, and
Yeah.
then they meet up at the end. And like I said, they don't give you directions on where they're going. And if you're not familiar with Burlington and there's stops, because then I don't think they had an escort.
No, they didn't. So it's easily
A little frightening,
get
Yeah.
separated,
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't have an escort like we have an escort, right?
Yeah. This last year was our
Last
first
year,
year.
yeah.
Yeah.
Our
And it
first.
worked really well.
I mean, the first year we did it, we didn't have an escort, but I connected with the person in back, and we just,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we did last year too. Like, where are you, and
Yeah.
how far behind are you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just easy to keep it together that way. Yeah. Oh, this year we have Jason Fleury again.
Yeah.
Yep. Who's going to be playing?
Mariah Carey the whole way.
All I want for Christmas is you,
Please.
baby. I love that song. Don't you? You like that song, right?
I do like
Don't you
it.
So
guys
we all
like
can play it together.
that? Yes.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah, usually-
perfectly fine with that.
Uh-oh, you
We
better check
should,
with
because
Raylene.
everybody's usually playing different Christmas
Yeah.
music, but
Yeah.
You gonna
Yeah.
be sick of that?
No. Definitely not.
over and over and over.
Over and over. I think Jason played it the entire time last time, which he didn't mean to. He said in the end that he didn't realize that it kept playing over and over. He thought it was like a track of things, and he didn't realize that it was just the one song that just kept repeating over and over.
I would totally play it over and over and over again. And specifically just for you to listen to.
Maybe I won't go.
You ain't gonna miss it.
I'll follow behind in my car and video the whole thing or something.
So I mean, for folks that don't know, I can't imagine how that's possible. Just because it's so awesome. I'm gonna show a couple pictures here from last year's Jeepmas, and this is in the parking lot, which down on in Montpelier, the little parking strip by the State House. And that's the ending location, and I'm just showing some pictures of all the different Jeeps, and it's pretty awesome. And then there was everybody went and lined up and took a picture, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had somebody with drone coverage last
Yeah,
year.
we had
so-
somebody, the same
had
guy
how
that, yeah,
We had somebody with drone coverage, so they,
Oh,
yeah, that was pretty cool.
yeah.
wasn't me. I'm not licensed to fly at night.
But I think this year he's down in North Carolina, right?
No, he's in Ohio, but I
Ohio.
haven't heard if they're coming up. But he also did Santa Claus. He was dressed
Yeah.
up as Santa Claus. He made a wooden sleigh, put it in the back of his truck, and he rode the whole way
Yeah.
in the back of his
I
truck.
couldn't believe that.
Yeah.
I did not realize that was a person in there
Yeah, he
until we
drove
got
the
to
whole way.
Montpelier.
Yeah.
It
Yep.
must have been
I can't even
awful.
imagine how cool he must
That's
have been.
dedication.
Yeah, dedication.
They love it.
all
They
right.
love it each year. But I don't know if they'll come up. I'm not sure. They just sold their house up here, so they're in Ohio. I'm hoping they come up.
So we got a question. How do we light up our lights? And I'll let you guys go first. How do you light up your lights on the Jeep?
We have a plug.
Yeah,
Most
most
Jeeps have like
most
a
Jeeps
plug
have
where
a
you
plug
can
in
plug
them.
it in and it just runs off your battery. Or some people buy those like pre-lit lights that you can get on Amazon or battery operated. We've used a bunch of different
Yeah,
ones.
yeah.
So the first
Yeah.
year that I did it, I did the batteries,
Yeah.
and then I went out and I splurged for a converter
Oh,
and
okay.
got real Christmas lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the newer Jeeps all have the 110 outlet
Yep.
that you just hit a button and it powers up the 110 outlet, and you can plug everything in and just run strings of lights, which kind of makes it convenient.
But that would make it way easier for
Yep.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you say new Jeeps, are you talking about the JL or the later model JLs?
Well,
know if
our
the
last
ones
one had it, and that was a 2000 or
A lot
19.
of your, I think a lot of your newer ones, and not
Yeah.
even the JL, that like the Jeep Cherokees or the Jeep.
Yeah.
There was somebody there, I think, with a Jeep Cherokee that had lights on theirs.
I'll have
Yeah.
to check.
Really one time.
Yeah.
My Jeep is full, so I probably wouldn't be able to find the outlet if I tried. But I don't know if I have an outlet on mine, so it may not be for all the JLs. I got mine the first year that the JL came out. It had the Mojito green, and I was like, give me the Mojito green. I will take that, thank you very much. Waited months for that Mojito green.
Yes, you did.
I did.
And now you won't even look at another Jeep.
No, I won't. I will not buy another Jeep until they release
Make
the
another
Mojito green again. Which I heard they might be doing in 2026. So we'll see. So what happens with so tell me the purpose of Jeepmas. Tell me the purpose. So you guys are
Well, we did it for fun.
Yeah.
And now everybody can bring a gift wrapped or unwrapped, right?
Yeah, and
those
that,
get
we just
donated
started that
last
last year,
year.
but we figured why not make it a purpose? Like, let's do
to
something
make
for
it
kids.
kinda special,
Yeah. So now we just bring in an unwrapped gift or a wrap gift, and we give it to Jason at the end of the ride, and then he disperses it wherever it needs to go.
Yeah,
Yep.
for Christmas for kids.
yes.
We
And
love
what
Christmas for kids.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do. We do love Christmas for kids. Because we're not Grinches.
And I want to say
Although
we filled up 2 Jeeps last
Yeah.
year. I think 2 Jeeps and Jason's car. I
Car,
think.
yeah. We had
Yeah,
quite
full
a
of
bit.
Wow.
toys.
Yeah.
Yep. So we did.
and you do have a Grinch, right? Didn't you have a Grinch last year?
Last year.
Yeah.
Yes, I think
it
somebody dressed up
was-
as Grinch.
Yeah.
Was it Nashonda or no? She did
I
that
don't
the year
know.
before. I don't remember. But yeah, somebody did.
We
Well,
even
your
got
Jeep is kind of the Grinch color. I mean,
Yes, my
Yeah,
Jeep is the
you'd make
Grinch.
throw a little
Perfect
Grinch
one.
beard on that thing, and
You know, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. I will say that I have or I may or may not have not cleaned off the little sticky things from last year.
Hobby Lobby has a bunch of Grinch stuff, by the way. So if you decide to do the Grinch,
We even got the
And
Beetlejuice
conveniently,
one.
we're meeting at Hobby
yeah.
Lobby to start, so.
Right, and
Sure.
we meet
Yes.
what time?
Parade starts at 7, so we're normally up there an hour, hour and a half prior to it, just doing the final touches to the vehicles that we have. And just kind of looking at everybody's Jeeps and conversing, and our grandchildren are handing out the ducks
and
to
candy
everybody,
canes.
and candy canes. And
Everybody gets a duck when you come. Everybody likes to get ducked.
Yes.
There's something about going to your vehicle and seeing a duck. It just makes your day.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Everybody likes that. No, I mean, yeah, no.
And it can be any kind of Jeep. It doesn't have to be like a Wrangler or whatever. It can be any Jeep.
And lots of people wish that it could just be any car that wanted to decorate.
Right,
but
I know.
That's not.
The purpose
This
of
is
Jeepmas.
I feel so, as you know, there are levels of Jeep, right?
Yes, there are.
And I think I talked about this last time when we discussed this, that there are levels of Jeep seniority and
Seniority.
seniority
What the
and
hell?
not only just seniority, but
You're
also,
a compass. You're going at the end.
I mean, yes.
What the hell?
I'm sorry, but everybody knows the hierarchy of the Jeeps.
You are a Grinch.
What's at the top? The top is the Jeep Wrangler from 1940s, right?
the Willie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Willys Jeep is at the top, and it's usually the lower. We don't even talk about the Renegades and the Chryslers that pose as Jeeps.
Yeah.
We don't wave to those people. we swallow our vomit to wave to the gladiators. Let's be honest. Am I correct?
I can't say that. My son has
Yeah.
a Gladiator.
I still wave to them.
I
Well,
want
no,
one.
It's
we
still a Jeep.
wave to them, but we all think the same thing. We are better than you. Am I correct?
They're not going to answer
You're
that.
not going to answer that?
He
You're not
yells
gonna
at me
answer
if I don't wave.
Yeah.
He's like, you're
But
supposed to
some
wave.
people don't. Like I've waved and they like look right at you and they don't wave. I'm like,
Do you have
okay.
a Glad-
They're
No,
having
you
a
don't have
bad
a
day.
Gladiator.
No.
No,
Fine.
Travis doesn't have a Jeep at all.
I know.
Yeah, why
I
are
know.
you even here? No, I'm just
He's
kidding.
with me. He's with me in this. He just is the rider in it all.
Yeah, I'm just the intel.
You're
He
just
was-
the- you're
he
just
was
I'm the
ride
guy that
along.
sits on the phone and be like, okay,
Oh,
how
you
far
do.
away are you?
Yeah.
No,
To the
he
back
was,
person.
he
Call and be
was
like,
the
"You got
driver the first year, but I kicked him out of the seat because he wouldn't honk the horn. He wouldn't like blast the music. So I kicked him out.
Right, he wasn't any
He was
fun.
the Grinch that
He
year.
was the Grinch that year, and I'm like,
Well,
beep
no,
the
I just-
horn. I was like climbing over the seat trying to get him to beep the horn. He's like, back off, back off. So he doesn't get the driver's seat no more.
Patty says Sam is about to put the smack down.
Patty O'Neill. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not messing around.
That's right. When we're driving down the road, I'm normally the one who's in the passenger seat waving to everybody because she refuses to wave. She just drives and doesn't pay attention.
So, meet at the mall. Definitely before 7 because
We leave at 7.
we need to leave at
Yeah,
7.
we would like to leave at 7.
Especially if you want to just look at the Jeeps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come before.
Yeah.
Check out all the Jeeps. Get
Bring
some
the
ideas for the
kids and-
following year.
The route. What is the route?
It's the old Toy Run route. So we head up by Blue Cross Blue Shield, down into I don't even know what that route.
Southbury.
Southbury.
63.
63 over by Hannaford's, down that way,
Through Main Street.
through Main Street, from Main Street down the Barry Montpelier Road into Montpelier.
Yeah.
It's just the old Toy Run route. It takes like 20 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah. It definitely doesn't take us long. It always seems to go
Yeah.
faster and faster every year, but that's because we need more Jeeps. We need like 50 of them.
Yeah.
Or more.
Should I put my signs all outside of the Jeep?
What signs?
My signs.
Your
Oh.
Michael Booten signs?
Absolutely. Light them
Why
up.
not, I guess.
Light them
Light
up.
up the sign.
You need to change it. It's not vote for Michael Booten.
Ooh, that's
Right,
right.
right.
So
Now it's
That
look
you
at the
did
man,
it.
Michael Booten.
re-elect Michael Booten in 2 years.
Yeah. that you did it.
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, we could.
So I did drop.
You just
the-
gotta do your dance thing when you.
Oh, I do the Santa shuffle. Do you remember? Does anybody remember the Walmart Santa?
Yes.
And he went like this. This is how I dance. Or also, for those that are really old, the woodchuck shuffle from Caddyshack. Remember that? The gopher.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
The gopher. He was like. Do you remember? Do you guys remember that? Yeah.
No, no.
No.
No, it's terrible memories. Yeah, that's the kind of dance I do. I do the gopher dance. Anyway, sorry. So I dropped the link for folks to click on the event and join. I just joined myself. Looks like you've got 100 people that have responded to it. How many do you think are going to go?
We're
Probably
hoping
half.
we're hoping a lot because
But hopefully more.
We did 11 the first year, 23 the second year, so we're hoping to double it every year.
And
just,
last year
Nice.
was almost 50. Wait,
no,
how
last year was 23.
It was at 23.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we're just hoping to make it huge, so that when people hear about it, they come to the streets in Barrie just to stand there for a half an hour, 45 minutes to watch all the Jeeps go by.
Yeah. And last year some Jeeps threw candy too because there was a few kids out. So
Which is fun. Maybe we could
Yeah.
do that.
yeah.
Not
We should
throw-
bring some candy.
Can't throw the candy.
No, you can't throw the candy at parades because that's a rule. But this is different.
It's different.
Yes.
It's not a parade, really. It says a parade, but it says it's a parade,
It's
but
a
it's
Jeep ride along.
Yes, there
it's
you
more
go.
of a ride along and a celebration
So-
of the festive Christmas season.
That's right.
Because we can still say Christmas.
Michael, when do I ever follow rules?
So I just want you to know what happened when we went through this little
Oh,
dialogue
we threw
here.
candy at the parade.
As we were like, it's not a parade, Raylene says. I immediately share the screen which says Jeep Miss Parade.
Typo.
That's okay. I have a typo because I did Jeep Mass, MASS,
Oh,
which
MAS.
I should have said Jeep Mess.
That's right.
MAS.
Well, that's how she has it as well as MAS.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
how
the
it
correct
should be.
way.
It's
Yeah.
the correct way
And I
because
did it
it's
the wrong way.
Christmas, M-A at the end of Christmas, so it's Jeep Mess.
There's no two S's in there.
There's
I
not
don't
two
know why
S's
I
in
did
Christmas.
2 S's.
There's 2 S's in dumbass.
Yep.
Thanks, Raylene. I always love having you here.
Who needs spell check on their phone when you have Raylene?
Yeah, she's just so lovely. Maybe I can update the titles. Can I update that? I'm gonna try to change it right now.
I can change it while we're live, but I don't think you can.
I just updated them all. I hope I didn't stop the restream.
No, you
Started
seem
it
to still
again.
be going. But anyway, so we're gonna bring gifts. We're all going to go to State House lawn. We're going to pack all kinds of rigs with gifts for Christmas for kids. I love to say Christmas for kids, right, Michael?
I love Christmas for kids as well.
And yeah, it's going to be another good year. But we need people to join in, have a lot of fun, and come out and watch, like you said, on Main Street. It would be nice to drive down Main Street and see all the little kids enjoying it as much.
Yeah,
as-
spread the word. Even if you're not going to participate in the ride, come down and watch and tell somebody about it.
Yeah, and let them.
Yeah.
And the kids always have a blast. There is always that group of kids. I know Linda Kuchar comes with
Yep.
a bunch of people, and they usually park at Walgreens and
Yeah.
hoot and holler and scream.
And there was a lot of people parked at Hannaford's too. We had
Yeah.
that whole bank was full
Yeah.
last year, so
Yeah.
it was nice.
So, but it would be nice to see more people on Main Street for
Yeah.
sure.
Come and watch. What else are you gonna do?
Right,
It's quick. It's not too long.
right. It goes by super quick.
Everybody likes to watch, see lights.
I think so, and it's kind of cool.
I enjoy myself. That's all I can say.
Well, that's what's
That's-
most important.
Well, you're a little snarky tonight. What happened to you?
Nothing.
You're supposed to be the ever lovely Raylene. You don't seem very
You're
lovely
the
tonight.
one that gave me that name, not me.
Because sometimes you know, I'm just saying, Autumn says you're the best mother ever, just so you know.
Oh, thanks, Autumn.
Best parents in the world, whole wide world.
Of course.
Um,
And they
yeah.
have the cutest. Autumn has the cutest baby. I'm just telling you right now. Oh my gosh. I can't believe how big she's gotten. So quick.
It's our Zootano model.
Oh, she's so cute. Just cutest thing ever. Telling you.
She was meant to be a girl mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Adorable. So what else? Anything else that we can tell everybody? Any pointers, tips? You said don't use.
Don't use the Gorilla Tape. Oh my goodness, don't use the Gorilla Tape. Getting that stuff off was hours and hours of scrubbing to
No,
get
is
the
that
glue
that
off.
clear double-sided stuff or something?
No, that's it's like the thick, gooey duct tape that's made by Gorilla Glue.
But it's clear, yeah.
Well, it comes in
I use
different.
clear.
I used the black last year,
I used
and
clear.
the black peeled off fine, but it was the gooey gray tape behind it
Behind it.
that just stuck in pieces everywhere, and it took forever to get it off. So, just a pointer: don't use the Gorilla Glue tape.
And I would tell folks to not use the command hooks that are designed for inside. Use the ones that are designed for outside.
Yeah.
Did you guys experience that as well?
I used the outside ones the year before, and they did work pretty well. Those came off easy.
Yeah. But the inside ones do not.
So,
Just in case
They
you want
leave
to
a
know.
mark as well.
They leave a mark.
No.
They definitely leave a mark that I'm too damn lazy to clean off.
Well, because you would have to use Goo Gone and stuff just to get
Yeah.
it off the vehicle. Is that it? And then do you have to worry about your paint then?
Not really. It doesn't ruin the paint. It's time
Takes-
consuming,
yeah.
and I mean, I was using my thumb to kind of rub the glue and try to get it off. You rub your thumb sore and raw before you get all the little sticky glue off.
Yeah, that would not be fun.
No.
How about lights? Like, do you think any colors show better than others, or
No, it's dark, so I think
Everything
all of them,
looks-
yeah.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
had some guy, was it last year or the first year, wrapped his whole Jeep in lights.
yeah, that
And he
net
couldn't-
thing?
Yeah, he couldn't get
that-
out.
Yeah,
He's
that
like,
was
I can't.
cool though.
Yeah, he couldn't get out.
Yeah, wrapped himself inside
Yeah,
the Jeep.
use those nets. That was
Yeah.
super cool.
Yeah.
Yep. That was our first year, I think, going on the ride, right?
Yeah.
Was it last year?
Uh,
No, because
Well,
last
you-
year was
you-
our second year.
You've been to both rides that
Yeah.
we've done.
Yep.
But that was a really cool one. And then Nishanda, she always has super cool,
Yeah.
decked out Jeep too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's always one of the ones that goes all out.
So maybe that's what we need to do. We need to turn it into a contest
Oh, we could do that.
You can
with
do
the
like
best
prizes. I bet you-
decorated.
You could do like prizes or something.
That's a
Yeah.
really good
Yeah.
idea.
Then we could get maybe some more people coming.
We could do like, probably get like oil changes or something.
Yeah.
You know, do something,
could-
dinner or something, or
Or a free
We
berry
get the
beet
den
nut.
to do something. Sign on, give a gift certificate or something.
Yeah.
Right, Jeff?
we could definitely try to do that next year.
Yeah. So we can
Make
get
it like
people
first,
to really go all
Second,
out.
third place, and
Yeah.
do like gift certificates.
I mean, that would be better than a Halloween costume party as far as I'm concerned.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, are you talking about the?
The one that we were supposed to have?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't talking about that, but it's true. Because people don't like to do that, but it'd be nice to do that with the Jeeps.
John Anderson says in Connecticut they have crazy car shows, burnouts, 200 cars. All get anyway. Cars and coffee in Connecticut as well. All on YouTube.
I don't think we want to do burnouts with the size tires
No.
we have.
No, we definitely
No,
don't want to
no,
do
no.
burnout.
Okay, hold up. Wait a minute. First of all,
The
Let's
Jeeps
just-
would not do a
let's just
burnout?
be
Is
honest.
that what you're going to say?
how
I
many
will
of
put
you
money
have
on it they
actually
can.
burned out? What?
These Jeep Wranglers that these ladies have right here are ripping tires.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Not mine, hers.
They
In
have
the
Cheyenne
mud.
goes through tires, not me.
No, on the pavement, they have the 4xe, and you put that in the electric mode, and them things will rip the
Oh,
tires
okay.
off it.
But
Yeah.
your regular Jeep, it's not. I mean, you are not peeling out in a Jeep Wrangler.
Sure, you can.
Yeah,
gotta
when you're in the mud.
All you need is a stick shift, for Christ's sake.
Cheyenne-
I had a Ford Escort, and I could freaking
Cheyenne
lay
can show you how
rubber
it's done. Can she borrow your Jeep? Cheyenne can show you how it's
Yeah,
done.
I mean, exactly.
It is not easy to spin out in one of those vehicles. I'm sorry.
You just got to get a little
I've
pissed
owned
off. I'll
3
do
of
it
them.
after the
I've
show.
owned 3 Jeeps.
You want to take it
and
outside?
I've never,
I'll show her how I'm done.
and I've never gotten a speeding ticket in my Jeep either.
That's your problem right there.
I have
drive
not
fast enough for
either.
that.
I haven't. Not in my Jeep. I haven't.
Right, because
How many have you gotten away with?
well, we're not talking about the times that we've gone so fast that we feel the Jeep shuddering on the interstate. Have you felt that?
Yeah,
Wait
we
a minute. Well, you guys are all pointing at me. I followed you a few times.
Am I
Thank
correct?
you.
What, the
When
death
we were-
wobble? I've never had the death wobble. Cheyenne
I
has.
did in mine. Yeah.
I've had the death wobble twice.
Yeah.
I was so ripped over it.
It's a steering damper,
Yeah.
so they've had to change it a few times
Yeah.
on mine. Yeah.
How old is your Jeep?
It's only like 3 years old.
Okay, you also want to make sure that you get your corrosion checked.
Oh yeah, I
'cause
already did that. It's
Oh, okay.
undercoated and did all that. Yeah. I had Jeep do all that.
they-
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, the death wobble is a real. That's a
Mm-hmm. I
fun
think you
thing.
were with me once when it happened.
Yeah.
She's like, "What the heck?" And I'm like, "Oh my god."
Did you trigger it at Montpelier, going from Montpelier to Barrie?
No, we were on the interstate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the interstate, like you
By
get
the bridge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
when it
bridge.
hits that bump.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, and it does it. Yeah.
Every single time. If
Yeah.
you have the death wobble, it will hit every
Yeah.
single time at that bridge as you're going from
Montpelier
on the
to-
interstate, Barrie to
To
Montpelier,
Middlesex,
or
yeah.
Montpelier to Barrie.
Yep.
When you're going up the hill, as soon as you hit it.
Yep.
So
then you have
speaking of breaking the law,
I don't do that.
we do that several times throughout this event.
We do.
And
Oh,
don't
yeah.
break us up. Don't
Yes.
don't
Yeah.
break us up. If
Yeah.
you see us coming,
Just common
please,
courtesy.
you just know that we're just like the motorcycle runs or anything.
Yeah.
We are we're being escorted. We're going to continue through red lights. We're going to continue through stop signs and all of that stuff. We're not going to stop. We're going to stay together and keep going, and don't be an ass. Break us up.
Absolutely.
I think last year we had Montpelier or Berlin jump in and help us
Yeah,
too.
that was
did.
super helpful.
Yeah.
Once
Yeah,
we
we had
got down to Barrie.
Montpelier or Berlin. I don't know which one it was.
I
jump
can't
in.
remember either, and they
No.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
they
remember
jumped in.
that.
They
Down
jumped
near
in.
Walgreens, I think, is
Yep,
when they picked us
jumped
up.
in.
Yeah.
Yep, they picked us
Yeah.
up.
It was a lot of fun.
But
But we don't
The
stop.
first year, last year, having Jason ride with us throughout the whole ride was, it was super nice because it showed the Barrie community that
Yeah.
we're all in this together.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Awesome.
So
All
that's
right.
Jeep Miss for you. It's happening December 14th. At 7 p.m. is when
that's
it departs.
When it so meet at so if you want to make sure you meet there early though.
Yeah, like at 6.
Yeah.
6.
Not driving in there on 2 wheels because we're late, because that's how we've been every year.
We haven't been like that. We show up about 15 minutes early.
Last year, the first year we did not. We were went in there on 2 wheels because we were
That's
late.
possible.
Because you had to stop to go potty on the way. Remember?
I don't know why you have such an attitude.
I think it was last
feel-
year as we were going by the airport, we passed like 3 Jeeps
Oh,
that were
yeah.
heading
Yeah.
to the
Jeep.
mall.
Yep.
They were all lit up
But
and
they
they just turned
whipped
around.
it right around,
Turned
yeah.
around and just,
And then
There-
I was the
because
tail
a lot
end,
of
so I
people
just
don't
let them go.
There's
in
going to
front
be
of me.
some late arrivals, but
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
fine. Just jump in.
Yeah, jump in whenever.
The more the
You
merrier.
have the kids or whatever that you're waiting for. But December 14th, get to the mall a little bit earlier. We'll leave at 7. And people were up there watching too, standing in Kohl's
Yeah.
parking lot and stuff as we.
yeah, people
we
who were
left
just
last
going to
year.
the mall to shop or something, they saw the lights and they turn around and they come over and talk
Yeah.
to you and
Check
ask
it
what
out.
it's all about.
Yeah,
Take
Nice.
pictures. Take lots of pictures.
yeah. I'm super excited. I can't wait.
Yeah.
If Michael's gonna let me ride with him now because I've been mean to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna find somebody else to ride with. Maybe I'll go with Leah.
She can dress as Mrs. Claus, and you can strap her to the roof this year.
Oh, I could do that.
Put me in a granny rocking chair.
I could do that.
Yeah, probably not.
You'd freeze to death.
Yep. So, but thank you guys for
Yes,
coming
thank
in.
you.
Thank you for telling everybody about it. Thank you for doing this because it's a super cool thing to do. We don't have enough of this kind of stuff around, really.
No.
I mean,
We didn't have much before COVID, but since COVID, it's gone.
It's even worse.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
now
it's even
It's time to
worse.
start bringing the
you don't
happy
see-
shit back.
You don't
Yeah.
see much. You see stuff in the summer, but what do you see in the winter?
yeah.
There's not much that happens in the winter.
Yeah.
No, there's not, and so it is. I think it's kind of cool to just have something fun to do. And the holidays can be so stressful for people. It's
Yeah.
you have to spend the money. Do I have the money to spend? The gift giving, the whole, just everything about it is sometimes super stressful, and it just gives you a minute to breathe and have a little
Yeah,
fun.
it
And
doesn't cost
Get away.
anything to come and watch, or if you want to join, I mean,
Yeah.
join in, bring your Jeep and join in. And obviously everybody's got Christmas lights on. Throw a few Christmas lights on, and
yeah,
a
Heck,
gift
you don't even have to throw Christmas lights on. You got a Jeep and you want to come hang out in the parade and ride? Come hang out and ride.
Yeah.
As long as it's a Jeep, it doesn't matter.
yeah. I think that's
And
awesome.
we do, and like you said, you accept,
All
Any
Jeeps.
kind of
any
Jeep.
kind of Jeep.
I know it's hurting you to say that.
It is. I'm
But
not
we
gonna
had
lie.
we had
I'm a
quite a few
Jeepist.
last year that were,
Huh?
Jeep Cherokee and
I know,
whatever.
I know,
So
and I think
it's okay.
I think I told. I'm pretty sure that when I saw it, I was like, Raylene. That ain't a
You
Jeep.
said that is not a Jeep.
I did.
I even had people come up and say, "Well, can we join?" And they just had
Yeah.
a car, and I'm like, "You're not a Jeep. You can't."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt bad, but
You gotta cross the line. You gotta draw the line at no. You can be a Jeep in name, right? Fine, whatever. A Chrysler with a Jeep name, but you gotta at least have the Jeep name. Oh come on, you know it. You guys know it.
Even
Don't
the
deny it.
even the Jeep Liberties can come in.
Yes.
I mean-
well, the Jeep Liberties at least somewhat look like, a Jeep. I mean, it kind of looks like it doesn't have the top that comes off. It doesn't have, everything else.
it
but-
can't be a Bronco. Don't even
Yeah.
try to
Oh,
stick your
yeah,
Bronco.
Somebody's
in.
already
Yeah.
stated, I'm going to bring my Bronco up and take the top off.
Let me
Yeah.
let me just say, if you bring
They'll
a
be
Bronco,
booed out of there.
you'll definitely be booed out, almost as bad as if you brought a Hummer to one of those.
You won't get a duck.
I mean,
you'll
if they
get
want to
coal.
block the
Yeah,
stoplights
that's right.
for us and stuff, so we can go through, maybe.
And that's fine, except for
They want to stop traffic for us.
they're posers. Let's be
Yeah.
honest, right? Am I correct, folks? They're posers. They're like, oh, I have a Bronco. I want to pretend to be a Jeep. No, you are not a Jeep. You are a Ford fix or repair daily, right? Isn't that what it is? I shouldn't say that. I own a Jeep. Believe me, it's fix or repair daily with a Jeep.
I was going to say
Yeah, I
that.
know.
I think you put quite a hunk of money into it lately.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
It's still not ready. Anyway,
It will be for this, though.
Yeah.
yeah,
You got 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
to get it registered and inspected, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, if
Sure,
you put enough
absolutely.
lights on it, they ain't going to see that there's no inspection sticker on
Right.
it.
Exactly. Just load it up.
And it's going to be dark. They won't see. Have you seen some? Have you seen some of the cars driving around, Barry?
I know.
Yeah. For real. Yeah.
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 So,
Moral of the story is come out and see us or join in.
absolutely.
Yeah, let's have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you want to show the ducky?
Go ahead, Samantha.
Just
All right.
one
Are
of
you
many.
ready?
Hold it still.
It's what?
One of many.
One of many. It's got a little
Point
card
over
on
there.
there. So,
So cute.
Says Mary Jeepmas. If you come, you'll get a duck.
so the question is.
You might get more than one because I noticed last year other people were ducking people.
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah.
was super cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody, somebody else was handing out ducks too.
It's a
Yeah.
Jeep thing, you know.
I only gave
Thank
Michael
you.
and I think I gave you one, and I
Yeah.
gave you a special duck.
Yeah, you did. You gave
My
me a
middle
special
finger
duck.
duck.
Yeah. You know, my other friends that are nicer to me, they gave me an advent calendar
Oh, yeah.
that has ducks in it.
Yeah, that's cool. You get a duck
It's
for
pretty
June.
awesome. But yeah,
Wow.
no. Thank you for coming in.
Yes.
Thanks
we
for
really
having us.
appreciate it. It's always fun to talk about Jeeps. I'm not gonna lie. Even though I get a little, uppity with my get a little uppity with my Jeeps.
I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the 14th, and I hope lots of people come out because it is, again, it's lots of fun, and I really hope it doubles this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, that would be
I'm
great.
hoping it just continues to double every year.
Yeah. And
be
now,
awesome.
and you're stuck with this now.
I'm stuck with it now.
Right, now you're stuck with this Jeep, this thing.
Cheyenne has to
gonna
help. She can't
you're
say,
make-
eh.
I know. I was like, we'll do it.
Now you have
It's
to
fine.
help, yeah.
Those duckies aren't cheap.
No.
They get pretty
Neither are
We
pricey.
usually buy a big pack
We
on Amazon.
we usually buy a big package at Amazon, and then a couple nights before we'll tag them up and
Drink a bottle of wine and
tag
wrap
them up, throw
up.
some candy canes on them, and then hand them out. We have my granddaughters or her son will hand them out, or whoever, and just
Yeah. I was going to say, the kids were
Yeah,
there last
it's,
year.
it's a
doing
big
it.
family
Yeah.
event. The whole family gets involved. Our son
Yeah.
brings his Gladiator, and his girlfriend now has a Wagoneer. One of the
Yes,
school
so
bus
she can
things.
decorate her Jeep too.
Yeah, that's going to take like a whole slew of lights. It's like a miniature school bus.
Yes, it is. It is
Them
like
things
a
are monster
miniature
huge.
school bus. You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So
Because all Jeeps are welcome.
Yep.
Yes.
absolutely.
And they are, and that's I joke around, but they
We know.
are. They are absolutely all welcome, and it was kind of cool because to see all the Jeeps up there.
I'll be
I
handing
agree.
out flyers, so if you see a Jeep Christmas flyer on your Jeep, take advantage of it. Come out.
yeah, absolutely.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we won't keep you.
Yeah,
you.
you
Thank
or
you.
you can
Thank you.
stay
You
if
can
you
stick
want, but you
around.
don't have to.
Absolutely.
But you more than certainly are welcome
gonna-
to if you would like. But we have to do the weekly wrap. We have to tell some what's going on around here, and so we can go ahead and talk about. Let's do events first. How's that? We'll do the.
Absolutely. I can. Do you want me to talk about the meltdown? The meltdown.
The gobbler.
The gobbler.
The oh my God gobbler.
Yes.
Yes.
The yummy gobbler from the meltdown.
You absolutely can talk about that. I really wanted to go and have that for dinner tonight, but I didn't make it there, and so, which really made me sad actually because I've been thinking about it for days and days and days, and then all day today. That's the only thing I could think about, and then I didn't get there because I was running way behind from, one show to the next and that sort of stuff. So, yeah,
And then Veggie Van Gogh.
is tomorrow 9 to 10:30 at the Barry Auditorium. You can. It's super easy to do too. You drive up to the auditorium, you drive around to the back of the building. You don't even have to get out of your car. You just say how many's in your family, and they will put everything in the trunk for you. And so that is awesome. And if you are somebody who cannot get to Veggie Van Gogh, you can ask somebody to pick up for you. So that works as well. Yeah. So
And of course, we've got what's happening next week is like all the big things are happening next week.
well, of course,
Right,
with the
you know,
partnership and
partnership.
everything that they've got going on, for sure, which isn't surprising, right? I mean,
Right, well,
Tracy's amazing. She always makes sure that
absolutely.
there's all kinds of great stuff going on. But let's say that right now, one of the big things that's going on local is the Pack the Pantry 2024 Pack the Pantry is happening right now, and it continues. This is a couple days, and they literally stay right there in the vehicle with the vehicle. They and collect food, and but it's started November. Well, it goes November 21st at 5 a.m. through November 23rd at 3 p.m. is the Pack the Pantry event. So it started this morning at 5 a.m. and it'll go all the way until the 23rd at 3. And they're at the Price Chopper, down in the parking lot at Price Chopper. So you bring non-perishable items there, and the event is right on our page. And check it out, and yeah, help out if you can. This helps a lot of people.
Yeah. And folks should mark their calendars for December 6th, December 7th, and December 8th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 7 p.m. on Friday, 7 p.m. on Saturday, and 5 p.m. on Sunday for A Christmas Carol.
Yes.
Which, from Charles Dickinson, or Dickens, sorry.
And that'll be over at the Barry Congregational Church.
Correct. And the lead Grinch, not the Grinch, but the Ebenezer Scrooge. Do you know who it is?
Yeah. Who's playing the part?
Jeffrey.
I don't see him as being a Scrooge.
You don't know Jeffrey very well, do you?
I think he's a sweetheart. I can't imagine him being a Scrooge.
He does a very good job playing it.
Nice.
I've watched him. I watched him play it up in. I think it was this. I think it was A Christmas Carol, at somewhere up in Stowe, and yeah. So, and it's Alan Kessler. It's a novella, an adapted novella by Alan Kessler. So, and Mr. Kessler lives in Barry City. And then we've got Ian Gothier and Bob Cratchit, which was kind of cool to think about that.
Absolutely.
And of course, the organist is Eric Tupper Giles, Jeffrey's husband.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's at
And
the
it's free.
Congregational Church, and it's free. Yes,
It is
the
free.
admission
Every
is free.
showing, the admission is free. So that's cool as well. You can go and enjoy this it's really a cool family event that you can go and enjoy, and it's free. So that's wonderful.
We have the Gobble Wobble Turkey Trot. A Thanksgiving tradition, Thanksgiving Day, November 28th at 9 a.m. And that's with the Barrytown Congregational Church. So barrycongregational.org is where you get more information on that.
And there are all kinds of craft fairs. The last couple of weeks, there have been several, but this weekend is like the weekend where there are a lot. You can literally hop from one to the other. And coming right up, the following week is the one that happens, that thankfully still happens, the large one at the Barry Auditorium. And again, we can thank Tracy Lewis, director of the Barry Partnership, for making sure that that continued. That's something that was almost no more, and she worked really hard to turn that around and save that event and make sure that it continued to be here at the auditorium. So we have to give thanks to Tracy for making sure that that continues to happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tracy is amazing.
Yes, she is. We're lucky to have her and an organization like the Partnership that really cares about the city as a whole and making it a place that for the whole family to enjoy many things throughout the year. Brings us together for sure.
Merry Berry Holidays.
Merry Berry Holidays, yes. I actually finally settled on what I'm doing in our window here at the studio. I'm not going to tell. I sent it
You're
to
not
you.
gonna tell?
No, I'm not going to tell. I'm just going to do it, and it'll be here and be a surprise to people. But I finally settled on what it was that I
Should
wanted.
I tell?
No, I want people it to be a surprise. But it's going to be beautiful. Last year was my favorite, though, or no, the year before. But
I want to
I
point out you were being slightly evil to me earlier.
I know, but well, you can go ahead and tell if you want. If you want to ruin it for everybody just to be mean to me, go ahead.
All right, so I'll tell you exactly what she's got. I can't remember actually.
I'm not surprised one bit. So yeah, so that I decided, and I can't wait to decorate it, and I'm super excited for Christmas. I'm excited, but it's not even about. So for me, the Christmas thing is coming out because it irritates me that some people like Christmas to go away, when Christmas is not going to go away. For me, I just love the togetherness. I love the lights. I love the warmth of it all. And it starts at Thanksgiving, which is my absolute favorite holiday of the entire year, is Thanksgiving. So for me, if it all was done next Thursday, I'd be fine with that. Like, okay, the holidays are over, but that isn't the way it is. And but it's a long, crappy winter. It's cold. It's yucky, and there's a lot of warmth and joy in the whole thing, I think. And no matter what you celebrate, how you celebrate, who you celebrate with, it's just, I mean, all the white lights in the city is like a big blanket. It really is.
It is.
And I just don't understand how there are some that don't find any peace in it at all. In all the chaos that we all deal with on a daily basis, no matter what, how can you not find just some sort of peace in that? I don't know. It confuses me greatly.
Some things are just really confusing.
It is confusing.
You'll never figure it out.
But anyways, so we have there's a lot of craft fairs. Like I said, I'm actually surprised. Michael, you said it's Gobbler Week, like the best week of ever. Like, hello, Gobbler Week, the turkey gobbler, grilled cheese. Get yourself to the Meltdown and have some. The hours are different for the next week because of having Thanksgiving off. We have those hours posted along with the detailed description of this grilled cheese, and you got to check it out at the Meltdown. Barry Dart Nerf Club meet, that's happening this Saturday at 2:00 at the Barry Playground 2000. That'll be fun. Yeah, I'm not really sure. It's a double band weekend at the Den. That's always a fun time. So usually on Friday nights there will be a DJ or something like that. And then once a month, and sometimes lately twice a month, but usually once a month is a double band weekend. And that double band weekend happens to be this weekend. And it starts Friday night with Trainwreck. I've heard great, incredible things about them. They are a country, mostly country western. And then on Saturday night is Direct Hit. With our great friend Gianni Bidot is in there with Direct Hit, and that's all classic rock. So it's going to be a great dancing weekend at the Den.
Nice.
So you got to take some time out for that too. And he has really great food over there. You can go enjoy dinner. There's every night there's something to do. There's cribbage nights on Mondays. On Tuesdays, there's line dancing for beginners and karaoke with every imaginable anything that you could think that you want to sing, they can find it pretty much. Wednesday nights is a pool tournament, and on Wednesdays is also sometimes open mic, and usually that's with Laugh Local, so it could be comedy, or Chris Martin, who's Donna Thunder's partner, and he does a great job. It's a great time, a lot of fun. As a matter of fact, is it your niece that
Yes,
plays?
my niece's daughter.
Your
So my
niece's
great
daughter,
niece.
who always goes, and that girl, she blows my mind. How she's only been doing this for a very short time, and she's self-taught. Prior, like that, she's just literally, they're teaching her, but she has literally embraced it that much that she is definitely not afraid to get up there and perform with all of them that have been doing it for a long time, and super impressive. And then Thursday nights is always line dancing. And then, like I said, Fridays is usually a DJ, and Saturdays is a band. But it's changed. And the football is always on. They have a football pool. So great things. Yeah, check it out. And tomorrow night, the acoustic set with Seth and Sophie during dinner. And if you haven't heard them, you really should get there early enough to hear them. Absolutely amazing couple. Seth and Sophie that do an acoustic set. So check that out as well. There's so much right now. There's so much going on. And how about you?
No,
You've had a busy week.
I've had a very busy week. I've experienced my first tragedy at the State House. I'm an idiot.
Tragedy.
Tragedy. It was traumatic for me. I was going to use the elevator, and the elevator didn't come all the way up to the floor. So there was like a 4 or 5 inch gap. So you have to step down into this elevator because it didn't come all the way up. It was an error on the elevator's behalf. I didn't notice it. I step in and I go crashing down. And
Because you were literally planning to step in, not step
correct.
down.
I was not planning on stepping down into an elevator because you don't step down into an
Well,
elevator.
you hope that you
hope
don't
you
step down into an elevator.
And I stepped down, and when I stepped down, it didn't work, and I ended up hurting myself. So I hit my knee and had this big old welt on my knee.
Oh,
And yeah, so now I walk around with a little hobble. It's kind of funny. And
well, no, that's not fun. That's terrible.
that's all good. It's all good. But it was pretty exciting, and we'll talk about it more during Barry Beat, I'm sure, because it's more political in nature. I will say that there's a chance that we're going to have another podcast specifically designed around the Capitol stuff,
Which
things
is
that are
awesome.
happening in the State House. So be prepared, folks.
Good evening, Clayton. Good to
Yeah,
see you.
good
I miss
evening.
you, sweetheart. So I think it's awesome. I think that to be able to have somebody in here updating and explaining things, because let's face it, when all these bills start coming out and you hear about them, but then you go to look them up and they're like 3 inches thick of paper and explanation that is totally foreign. To have somebody that's going to be able to come in and kind of sort that all out for us is a big deal, and I look forward to that happening. I hope it can. I hope we can proceed with that, and that can happen.
Might have you run the equipment, and a couple of us will.
And then
will
you'll
come
sit
in.
on this side, which would be great.
We'll chat. We'll have a couple people in here, and we'll be chatting about it. So we'll
That'll
see.
be great. Another thing, and speaking of that, it would be nice. I want people to know that we would love to have more people down here doing a podcast.
Absolutely.
If you want to spread the word, if you, if you have something that you're super passionate about, we know Roland. We know that Roland is all about being a little Ghostbuster, but he does some other really cool things too. He actually, you should check him out on YouTube because he does some other really cool things too. But there's so many people with so many different interests, and it would just be nice if we had this platform where literally people could come and do a podcast and maybe you get more people involved or more people interested, or hey, you find, oh, I'm not the only one that is into Dungeons and Dragons like you were or are, it would be great to know that people started looking at this studio as everyone's studio, and we could make it more of like a network. I would love to think that we could have 802 Scoop on from 6 o'clock in the morning until 11 o'clock at night, and run shows on the hour. I don't care. Just to give people a space to share what they have to offer. And I want to find somebody who will do the whole Frugal Friday thing. And I don't care if you do it on Friday. It's just that's I know that I've read a newspaper article that had a similar name. And what I mean by that is I would love somebody to come in here once a week, maybe even only twice a month, but talk to people about couponing, foraging, canning, meal planning, how to just really budget well. And because let's face it, things are hard. Things are super hard, and they've been hard for a while. And we all may need to start depending on those sorts of things a little more, or maybe we just should, right? We want to retire someday and all those great things and be able to leave our grandkids something. Maybe, so I would love, if you know of anybody that is really great at those sorts of things, I want to know. And I want to get in touch with them and see if we can get them to come in here and share all of those experiences. And maybe it's more than one person. Maybe it's a few.
It's all about getting information out there.
Yeah, that's all we want. We literally want it to be the scoop and not ice cream, as some people thought. I mean, ice cream scoops would be great too, and you never know, I guess.
I guess we're just too old, Raylene.
Yeah, I know.
I was in the line, a dinner line, and somebody said, "Mind your P's and Q's," and some younger person didn't know what that meant. I know, I feel so old.
Because they say things like dude and
Well, just mind your
my
P's
bad and that kind of stuff now.
It's all sus now.
Yeah. But yeah, we
yeah,
just wanted
no,
to be a platform for spreading the word about anything, really.
And the reason why I mentioned that was because getting the scoop on someone was a old journalist. I mean, I'm not a journalist, for the record, obviously.
Right. Neither one of us are.
Neither one of us are journalists. But getting the scoop, and one of the things that the inside scoop is that we have, between the two of us, we have some, significant inside scoop information.
We
right?
do. Between the two of us, we
Yes,
really do.
We
And,
really do.
sometimes,
Sometimes we
that's
have
a
scoops like
curse
that.
more than a blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it certainly gives us a way to talk to the people, though, and be more open than maybe some people are. And
A little more transparent. Which, did you know? This irritates me, so I have to say it. So legislators, they can create bills that they were talking about how you can, because the legislators don't actually create the bills.
right,
They
you give the
send-
ideas.
We send the ideas off to legislative council. legislative council then creates and drafts the bill and sends it to us, and then it goes through all the other checks and balances. But they say that you can keep it secret, which when I heard that, I'm like, what do you mean you can keep it secret? Because like, and they were like, well, because they, some people, they want to be able to control who knows, and apparently it's written into statute so that
So you can keep the bills a secret until they pass, or
until they release them.
Okay.
So I could create, which I have every intention on creating a bill, multiple bills. The top priority one is to pass our charter changes. The second top priority is to extend our TIF by 2 years, and to also create project-specific TIFs that create a TIF district for a project that is in an impacted, a flood-impacted community, which obviously is Berry City and other communities as well. That being said, like, I'm drafting it up, and I got to send it off to someone that has a lot of knowledge on this to get their opinion on it before I send it. But when I send it, and I'm putting in there that you can tell anybody that I'm doing this, because I don't care. If you live your life in the light, you don't have to worry about people finding things
exactly.
out. And
exactly. I say that all the
I
time
know,
to you.
know.
I say,
well, I get that, because there was a couple about a year that I was living like, in the shadows, and I completely regret it. And I made friends with people that I completely wish I hadn't made.
Right.
And I suffer the consequences for that. And
that is, it's one thing I always say. If you don't keep skeletons in the closet,
they can't harm
you're right. They can't harm you. They really can't. It doesn't matter if you're willing to be honest, and most people will respect you far more from that. I mean, sure, at first, or maybe even always, will they be like about whatever it is? Quite possibly. I certainly have a couple of trolls that have remained in my life, no matter what I've done in my to make things different. But I've always been very open about everything. And when I open, they can open any door they want. They're not going to find anything that I haven't told them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a really good feeling, actually. Yeah. So, but anyway.
All right. Well,
Join us on Jeepmas.
Yes,
Join me here tomorrow at 2. Trey Cates is coming in from the Faith Community Church, and we're going to talk everything A Night to Shine 2025. Happens in 2025. So he will join me here, and we'll talk about all of that. They start way early because there's a lot to do. They need a lot of volunteers. You have to have a background check. There's some training involved. There's a lot of pieces and parts and moving things in all of this. They need photographers. They need hairdressers and people willing to do makeup and dresses. And so it's this whole big thing. And that's all I'm going to tell you about it. We'll find out more about it tomorrow. Trey will fill us all in, and that happens at 2, and then at 4 o'clock, Guy Page will be here for Vermont Daily Chronicle.
Hopefully we'll have it set up so that Paul Bean can join as
Yes.
well.
Yes.
And then, of course, next Monday, we will have Barry Beat.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we certainly want to say thank you to everyone for watching the 802 Scoop live from the Inside Scoop Studios.
Yes.
Main Street, Barry, Vermont. And we hope you have a lovely weekend. And if we don't see you before, happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.